really sorry. So actually, so actually, we'll be doing something today. As you saw from the thumbnail and the title, we'll be like reacting to the new smartphone that Infinix just dropped, which is the Infinix Note 60 Pro. For me, that's smartphone really look a bit familiar. Yeah. So actually, let's check out the video that Easy Boy made. He actually made a review about this smartphone. So seeing this and reacting to what we think about this smartphone. Once again, sorry for the unorganized interface. And this is my first live stream. Please subscribe, push it forward for me. Let me at least assist me in this. So this is it over here. And I'll make sure before my next live stream, I'll make sure that everything is organized and the quality will be a bit better.
Infinix finally did it. You've been asking for a Snapdragon processor and they finally listed. The Infinix Note 60 Pro is sporting the Snapdragon 7S Gen 4. It is already looking like the best value for money. Is it though? So over the years, I've had a couple of people in my DMs, comment section, always saying the reason they don't buy transition phones is because they feel like the Infinix Note value for.
So yeah, so this are one of the basic things we're seeing here. So the price, of course, is 300 under $350. That's quite fair for a smartphone like this. And the processor runs on the Snapdragon 7S Gen 4 and actually have 8/12 GB RAM and 256 GB ROM. The display is about 6.78 inches, that 1.5 thousand AMOLED display, right? And 144 Hz refresh rate. The camera quality, the main camera is actually the 50 megapixel, while the ultra wide is actually 8 MP, and the selfie is 13 MP. That's quite good for a smartphone like this. So the software is running on the Android 16, which is the XOS 16.1. And the battery, I think this is where I love this battery. Yeah, this is about running 6.5 thousand. This is running on 6500 milliamps hour, with about 90 watts fast charging. Wow, this is fast, and they actually have 30 watts wireless charging. So if you're just joining the live stream, drop your thoughts in the chat below and let's push this on. So let's continue the video. This is actually quite reasonable for a smartphone like this.
For money. Is it though? So over the years, I've had a couple of people in my DMs, comment section, always that if only they can do that, they will start buying transition phones. So I'm curious, now that they've done it, would you be buying the Infinix Note 60 Pro or you are going to have a new excuse? I should point out that this is not.
So would you be buying this smartphone? Or do you have any excuse now that you wouldn't actually buy the smartphone? This smartphone is actually good for, on my own opinion, it's quite fair. Yeah, let's continue.
The first Infinix device with a Snapdragon processor in recent times. I believe the Infinix Expert GT came with the Snapdragon 888, that was last year. But you can make the excuse it's an old processor. This one, however, you don't have that excuse. The 7S Gen 4 is a recent processor and you're going to find it on the likes of Redmi's Note 15 Pro Plus. And the funny part is that it looks like this one is significantly more affordable than that one. But let's not get sidetracked. This is the Infinix Note 60 Pro, their latest addition to the Note series, and it's looking interesting. The Note 60 Pro comes in a couple of interesting colors. Yeah, I have two. This familiar orange color, I think it's called Solar Orange, and then Ocean Blue, and then there is Mist Titanium. Whichever one you get, they all look and feel premium. The Note 60 Pro looks like something you will get if Infinix, Apple, and
Wow, this the design actually looks sleek and premium. But am I the only one seeing that this kind
nothing had a child together? I mean, look at that glyph design, look at that color.
This orange looks like the 17 Pro a lot. If you agree with me, drop your thoughts in the comments below.
And then the user interface.
Like, I'm speechless. Like, even the UI, the wallpaper, the glass look, that glassy look, the translucent screen, that's the iPhone 17 Pro features. Let's move on.
As of the time I'm making this video, I don't have the pricing information, but I'm going to confirm it and add it in the description or maybe display it on the screen. The Note 60 Pro is just one of the Note series. There is a Note Edge, and I believe there should be a base Note 60, and probably we might see a 60 Pro Plus. There are also rumors of a Note 60 Ultra. I'm guessing that will
Thanks for the like, guys. Please actually invite your friends, share this link so they can join this live stream, and we actually react on this smartphone, the Infinix Note 60 Pro, together.
Place the Note 60 Pro Plus, but we wait and see. The Note Edge is a more affordable option which looks just as premium, and it has a curved.
Yeah, it's actually look wow, 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 wow. I love this. This actually looks very, 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 very premium. Yeah, but this glassy look, that's an iPhone stuff, but it's also actually good. Yeah, no haters, no haters, but it's actually good. So let's move on. I kind of love the UI, the user interface. It actually makes a lot of sense.
Display. This one is powered by a Mediatek Dimensity 7100 chipset. It has similar battery capacity, still has the active halo lighting, only that it doesn't have that additional matrix display. Looking at the Note 60 Pro, they've revamped everything, not just design, also down to the software. There's some transparency going on there.
Wow. This like let's say this is a mimic of the 17 Pro. I love the classy look. Yeah.
It looks like the UI of a certain fruit company. I guess this is Infinix take.
Yeah. Easybody didn't want to say like he didn't want to make it like Infinix is actually copying Apple, so he actually mentioned like he said something.
Everything, not just design, also down to the software. There's some transparency going on there. It looks like the UI of a certain fruit company.
Yeah, that's certain fruit company. That's Apple. We all know that.
I guess this is Infinix take on liquid glass, and I'll say they've done it pretty well, but more details on that later. What do you get in the box of the Infinix Note 60 Pro? Typical unboxing experience, but then Infinix remains one of the only brands that still gives us wired earphones in the box. We get a transparent protective casing with magnet, that is to say we still have wireless charging plus reverse wireless charging. The Note 60 Pro I have here comes with 8 gigs of RAM and 256 gigs of storage. The RAM is extendable up to 16 gig through extended RAM. As for button placement, we have the power and volume keys in the ideal position, and then just below the power button you have the sensor for checking your heart rate and blood oxygen.
Wow. So you can actually check your heart rate and your blood oxygen level. This is actually a good upgrade with the Infinix smartphones. So actually this actually looks good. So if you have any idea in your mind or thoughts, just drop it in the chat. Yeah, in the comment section. Thanks very much, guys. Thanks for the love. So let's go on. But the design is actually premium, no doubt about that. Yeah, and the processor, it's like a beast. Yeah, the processor is very, 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 very good for this type of smartphone, which is Infinix. So guys, please help me share this to your friends and hit that sub button, bro. Like and sub.
And on the left frame we have a mute button, which you can actually customize to open other applications or perform other actions. As with previous Note series, we have stereo speakers tuned by JBL, and then we also have the AR blaster for controlling your electronic devices. I like what they have.
Wow, so you can actually use the smartphone like as a remote. Yeah, so this is quite good. It's quite decent. So that anything to say, not really for now. Let's just move on and see.
Done with the design of the Note 60 Pro. I like the rounded edges, which is different from the boxy design we saw with the previous generation. And then when you look at the camera bump, why you might want to say this looks like the iPhone's design, I'll remind you that the Infinix Note 50 Pro had this same hexagonal design, only it was vertical.
Yeah, but so one of them is vertical, one's horizontal. Yeah, but yeah, that's true. Yeah, nice one, easy.
We still have the active halo lighting, but this time it is called active matrix display, and that's thanks to this little display next to it. It's not just there for design only, but it shows pets, it can show notifications like when you get a message, and if you're bored you can even play games with it. Quite interesting. It can also serve as an indicator when you're charging your phone, it shows the time, and then you can also customize it to show text of your choice or custom drawing. On this one, I have Sic Parvis Magna. The OGs will understand that reference. If you do, let me know in the comments. From what I observed,
This was Sic Paris Magnum. If you naturally know this, drop it in chat. Let's talk there.
with these two colors, the active matrix display seems to blend better with the orange one. It has this nice glow effect to it. The camera bump has a glossy finish. I believe this should be glass, but then it sits on a metal panel that separates it from the back panel. On build quality, we are still getting that premium metal build. The back feels a bit like frosted glass. I'm not sure the material, but it's nice to the touch and it does a good job to read smudges. As for IP rating, we get IP64, so it's for dust and splash resistance. I know some of you would say why not IP68 or IP69, but then looking at the price this device is come at and all the features they are offering, they have to cut corners somewhere.
Yeah, that's true.
So I don't think you will even take your phone swimming, but it will survive splashes, it will survive if you take it in the rain. Coming from the Note 50 Pro, this feels a lot more comfortable on the hands thanks to the rounded corners, and then it's lightweight. It still maintains the same screen size at 6.78 inches, but this one gives the impression that it's smaller thanks to the design refinements. The display of the Note 60 Pro is protected with Gorilla Glass 7i, so it should survive some drops. Doesn't mean you should drop it though. The peak brightness is 4500 nits, so it is usable outdoors even on a bright sunny day. The display is 1.5K, high resolution, 100.
So yeah, as I said earlier, I'm actually like conversant with this OBS stuff, but as a tech guy, before my next live stream, I will find out everything and make it actually better. Yeah, thank Desire Desiree for your message. She said I've seen this phone before. It's so nice. Yeah, it's so nice. Thanks for it. Don't forget to like and sub. Let's continue with the video. So before we continue, the build quality of this smartphone is impeccable. Though that they let's say copy, no, I don't see that. They actually mimic a smartphone company which is actually the Apple with the same UI and the same premium design. Apart from all that, the processor is actually is at least something reasonable. It's actually something good. So for the build quality, what will I rate it? Let's say 6 or 7. Drop your ratings in the comments below. So I really noticed something. I don't really know if I'm the only one who have noticed this. A lot of tech companies, Techno, Spia Techno, and Infinix. I'm not hating any phone company. Most of phone company now are they copying Apple, or is it the new modern design that we are all following right now? I don't really know. Drop your thoughts in the comments. Yeah, and please.
Refresh rate, and I love the symmetry going on with the bezels, also slim. It is vibrant, and thanks to that high refresh rate and the improved software experience, operating this device is actually fluid. It still uses an optical fingerprint scanner, and I love the animation going on with it.